Hey everybody, how you doing? Zach here. I wanted to give you an update on the Pandemic for Pat fundraiser that has been going on. So I put a little teaser up earlier today on Facebook and on social media. We raised over $1,300 for Pat and his family, and honestly, it was an awesome thing to be able to meet so many people at Geekway to the West, and to be able to see how many people really wanted to be generous and donate to help Pat and his family. So I had this sign sitting on one of the tables in a very high-profile area of the gaming hall. It was basically one huge gaming hall with several different like side hallways and side meeting rooms and stuff like that. And of course, you know, having this light on didn't hurt at all. So garnered some attention with this. People came by to ask what was going on. And then the day before the game, I actually walked around with some handbills and kind of handed them out, letting people know what was going on, and actually garnered some donations that way. Even put up some flyers on the bulletin board to let people know this was going to be happening. This is something that I feel was really, really important to do. Even though I don't know Pat and Beth personally. I did meet Beth, and I got to spend a little bit of time with her at Gen Con in 2015. And it turns out we both had a mutual friend who I went to college with. But even though I don't know them personally, I am involved in the community that they're involved in, which is called Fear the Boot. Fear the Boot is based around a role-playing game podcast called Fear the Boot, and that one of my oldest friends is the moderating host of. And Pat and Beth have both been hosts on the podcast. So I feel like I've gotten to know them, even though they don't really know me all that much. And frankly, Fear the Boot is one of the reasons why I'm a gamer today. So I wanted to do something to kind of give back to these guys. They already have, one of their good friends, Adam, already set up another GoFundMe page to help offset the cost and raise funds for them. And I didn't want to do just a token donation. I wanted to do something that made a little bit of a bigger impact. And I thought, you know, if I'm doing a 24-hour Pandemic Legacy Marathon game, I really need to attach something to it. And when I first thought of charities, I couldn't think of a charity that really spoke to my heart. And then I remembered this one. And, you know, a lot of times we forget that people have need and that there's something that we can do to help them. So I got a lot of donations this week, and I want to show you something that's really cool. All right, so let's turn this around so you can see what's happening. All right, so this is the GoFundMe page that was set up, and as of right now, a few donations have come in after Geekway. $590 has been donated electronically, which is fantastic. I want to thank everybody that donated electronically. Some people chose conditions for me during the game, like during one of the games I had to wear an eye patch. During one of the games I had to, I had to wear gloves, so I couldn't handle anything unless I was wearing gloves. And this has been really, really cool. Now, in addition to this $590, I also set up a bucket at the table that people could drop cash donations in. And we received $779 in cash donations in addition to that. So that brings that total to $1,369. We raised $1,369. The majority of that came within the last 5 days. And I just wanted to say, thank you so much to everybody that donated. You guys seriously have no idea how excited it makes me that you decided to step up and do something cool for somebody else. But I want to show you one other thing. I put all the names in a random name picker. Everybody that donated $20 or more received at least one entry into a drawing for 2 passes to Gen Con 50. If you gave $40, you got 2 entries. $60, you got 3 entries, etc. And this is my second take of this video, so I've already picked the name. But the name of the person who won is Tim Bush. Tim, you have won 2 passes to Gen Con 50. Congratulations. I hope that you're able to go, and I hope that you have a great time at Gen Con. But listen, everybody else, seriously, thank you so much for donating. I wanted to let you know that I'm going to keep the GoFundMe page up through the end of June, because in June there is a convention called Fear the Con. Fear the Con is put on by the hosts and fans of the Fear the Boot RPG podcast, and it is a role-playing game convention. So come and check it out. Go to fearthecon.com and look up details on that. It's going to be June 23rd and 24th in St. Louis. It's going to be at the Drury Inn, St. Louis, Brentwood. A lot of people are actually staying at that hotel, and we've got space blocked out over there, and it's a free con. We've kickstarted it, so it's already been funded. We've already got the money to put it on. So if you haven't been and you're thinking about coming, come. It's going to be absolutely free. It's going to be a fantastic time. And maybe you can sit in on a game with me. I'm running a few games out there, and not every one of them is full up yet. But for this convention, Pat and Beth's good friend Adam set up another GoFundMe page several months ago. And that is somewhere in the neighborhood of 5,000 or 6,000 right now. If we raise a combined $10,000 between my GoFundMe page and what people gave at Geekway and that GoFundMe page, then on the day of the convention, I'm going to color my facial hair either electric blue or nuclear green or something like that. It's a manicorn challenge, and there's 4 people involved in this. Myself, Sergeant Dan, Derek Knutson, who's a game designer. He is the designer of the Universal Storytelling System. And then the comedy rock god, Mikey Mason. If it hits 20,000 total in donations, he will go full manicorn with glitter and the whole thing. So keep donating. Every single thing that you donate is going to help Pat and Beth and their family, help offset their medical expenses. And trust me, it's a great cause. So if you can only give $5, $10, any little bit that you can give is going to help, okay? Don't think of it as like, well, I can only do this. You know, a lot of people came by that table and they dropped in $1 or $2 or $5. Anything you can give will seriously help. So make sure you open your wallets, pull that card out, get on the GoFundMe page. It's gofundme.com/pandemicforpat and give today. Thank you guys so much. And congratulations, Tim. I'll get in contact with you and give you the details of how you can get your passes.